Hey guys, how's it going? This is going to be the review for Titan's Return, Autobot Apex, and Powermaster Optimus Prime. Anyway, again, we got the standard packaging here. We got the head, don't know if it's taken off for landing. We've got the side of the packaging with a close-up of the artwork. Back with the CGI renders and bio. Other side, boom. Alright, of course there we have the figure itself, but before we get to the figure, we cannot forget the collector's card with the same baffling artwork with colors that don't quite match the toy. But, whatever. At least the toy pretty much looks like this, structurally. There's the back. Exciting, I know. So, now we're going to move in and focus a bit on the toy. Okay. And what do I think of his vehicular mode? I quite enjoy it. Let me just keep adjusting the camera, guys. I know, instead of doing movie magic, you see one continuous shot. Well, at least until I get to where I talk about switching them to the base mode. Anyway. Yeah. Rolls real well. Let me just bring it in close so you can really see what he looks like, the details. Yeah, this figure looks absolutely great, really. Awesome, awesome, awesome looking figure, looking vehicular mode. Just wonderful. And as you guys know, this of course is an extensive remold of Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus. So let's go ahead and grab him. Magnus! Magnus, Magnus, Magnus! And let's see how well this shows up on camera. Are they exactly the same length? Let's see. Let's try and line them up nose to nose as well as I can. Actually, Powermaster Prime is a hair longer. Lining them up nose to nose at the cab. The feet on Powermaster Prime stick out just a hair farther than on Magnus, but I think for all intents and purposes, you can say they're the same size. I mean, every metric that really matters. They pretty much are, and as you can see, I mean, these figures, yes, you can tell it's the same basic mold, but they really don't look too much alike because of all of the remolded parts. It's remolded enough to where this feels like a different toy from this. It's remolded that extensively. I mean, yeah, you could definitely tell there are some similarities. And my least favorite thing about Ultra Magnus did transfer over into Prime, unfortunately, and I will get to that when we get to robot mode. But for the most part, this is how you do a mold reuse. This is awesome. Yeah, so anyway, let's get Magnus out of the way here. And just focusing on Prime a bit more. I don't really have anything bad to say at all about his vehicular mode. I mean, it just looks... talk about an awesome homage to G1 Powermaster Prime. It really doesn't get much better than this. Now, I know, obviously, Takara has an upcoming, Super God Genrai or Genrai, or however the hell you say it, version of this that looks a bit more cartoon accurate, but I honestly, in vehicle mode, I really prefer the look of this Prime to the Genari that's coming up. I like the way this one looks a bit better. I mean, I really love that cab. I mean, that's remolded from Magnus. Really, most of it is remolded. Now, he's got all sorts of ports on him for his little Titan Master buddies, or Headmasters, whatever you feel like calling them. So let's get some of those dudes. Have them party on Optimus Prime, like. Yeah. That's more a blaster thing, I guess, since he's got the music. But as you can see, lots of peg points for Titan Masters. I just knocked one off. Is that a peg point over there? Oh well. They're just falling off. Whatever. I don't have the patience to. You get the idea. If you want Titan Masters to stand on prime, that is an option that you have. His weapons can also mount in one other spot, but it looks really silly if you do it. Basically, there's holes down here by the wheels, and they'll technically fit, but that doesn't look so good. So, I don't recommend doing that. But your figure, do as you wish. But yeah, that is pretty much it for... Oh, forgot to mention, this is going to play more in other modes, but if you want, Titan Masters can fit in his side turret there. Right? If you so desire. So, that is pretty much that. So what I am going to do, guys, right now is I am going to pause this thing, get this guy into base mode, and we will talk about that, and it will probably be the only time this figure is ever in base mode for this review. So, be back in a second, guys. Alright, guys, here we have Optimus in his base mode. Now, to be fair, the G1 figure did have something pretty similar to this as well. What's my opinion of his base mode? It's completely underwhelming, to be completely honest. And, of course, just for fun, I put some Titan Masters on him. Just in case you want to see what this looks like with one of the deluxe figures from the line. Here is Hardhead with the wrong head on him, hanging out in the, in the base. Whatever. You know, the deluxes are really too large to scale with this all that well. So, let's get rid of him. And let's go ahead and grab... And yes, guys, this is going to be the only time I show these both on camera. And I will reference this in the other video. So you will have to watch both of my videos if you want to get the full story. Okay. Here he is next to... Let me scoot the camera back so you can see what I'm getting at here. There he is next to Blaster from the same line, obviously, in Blaster's base mode. And I have to say, I think Blaster works. Blaster's base mode is a lot better than Optimus's. Optimus basically just looks like he's kind of mistransformed. It doesn't look very well thought out, the base mode. Let's go. And that's probably due to the fact that obviously this shares the same engineering as that Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus mold. You know, so I guess there was only really so much they could do with the base mode. I mean, it is a sort of functional base mode, but whatever. As you can see, the Titan Masters can hang out on the base here easily. They peg in and sit in his guns. Nice and easy. So let's get rid of the Titan Masters here. All the ones that aren't Apex or Orion packs. Is like I like to think of him. This, of course, is Optimus's actual head here. So let's bring this guy close in to the camera so you can really see the details on him. Not super impressive. I'm not sure who this really looks like. But whatever. It's the generic Headmaster, Titan Master, and of course the head. That's Orion Pax, naturally. So, if you want to see how this guy compares with Minimus Ambus, here's Maximal! No, Maximi! Oh wait, no, wrong series. It's not Beast Wars. Anyway, he goes up a little bit above, roughly to Minimus Ambus's stomach, just in case you give a crap. I know, exciting, right? So, yeah, that's it for the Headmaster. Of course, standard articulation for the Headmaster. He's got the joint there at the hips. His legs, of course, are joined together. knee bend, and his head obviously can move because that's the head joint for the larger robot, and his arms can go up and out a little bit. Whatever, who cares, right? He's a head. You could say he's head and shoulders above the rest. Oh, man. I know, jokes, right? Anyway, I'm going to move in a bit, or zoom in so you can see the details of this mode, just in case you're super interested in this. And I mean, the detailing is good, of course, but it's just because it's a well-molded figure with a lot of detail on it. But, you know, overall, not super impressed by this mode. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to get down to transformation to robot form. And of course, this is an edit point if I screw up. So I'm just lifting the camera because, obviously, in leader class, it's going to be a bit taller in this base mode. So I do the best I can to keep this in frame as I manipulate it from, you know, a distance here. So, obviously, step one is you'll take off these guns. Oh yeah, no, well, all 4 guns, naturally. There we go. They're all off. Now, you got a number of different ways you can attack this, but it's probably easiest to start with the legs. Kind of just... Oh crud, I just that piece popped off. Pops back on easily. That was totally my fault. Not really a design flaw of the toy. Pop those down. Pop his feetums down. And then we kind of like form the leg here in the back. So let's, well, first of all, let's just really get that foot out of the way. And then we just fold into the back. And then be careful when you fold these hinge joints on. Oh, maybe, come on. Fold. Oh no, never mind, that was, oh yeah, they just snaps together real easy there. Do the same thing to the other side. I know I'm the best at narrating transformations. Hopefully this is at least somewhat entertaining. Okay. Then we close and fold again on the other side. Alright. Legs is basically done. Now, we're going to want to fold the little supports up for the base. Let's get the this piece kind of, there we go. I know, right? Great job narrating. Let's aim up so you can keep seeing what I'm doing here. And then we'll just fold his arms down. And this piece separates here on the cab, rotates, boom. Almost got it. And then down, boom. Oh wait, we gotta get the place for the head out. Yes, Optimus's head has to come out. So let's get the head assembly out there. There we go. That's much better. Boom, boom. I gotta figure this part out here. That can just, oh, that goes in there into the cab piece. Boom. I have no headmaster inside my head. No, this is not good. Not good at all. Alright. And then I'm just straightening his legs out. And of course, where did his head go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, my head. And then you just lift up his visor piece there. Drop him down into the port there. Okay. Alright, there we go. We're getting it. We're getting him. Coming along nicely. And now, this is not part of the transformation, but if you did what I did, just simply... Oh, I'm going to actually have to probably lift the cab out to do this. Gotta simply reattach. There we go. There we go. Boom. Okay. Now he is properly in his robot mode. Yes. Let's see here. Get the feet adjusted. Because, of course, you know I'm going to be doing a comparison to Ultra Magnus. So I have to have them the same. Anyway, let's go ahead and attach his little flare pieces there on the sides of the arms. Yoink. And... yoink. There we go. Now, we have the Optimus. Basically done. And yeah, he looks pretty awesome. But before we go in depth with this, of course, I must do a comparison with the gun that fell out of Ultra Magnus's hand. Ultra Magnus. 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 There we go. Get these guys next to each other. And Prime is just kind of like a hair taller than Magnus at the head. It's not significant. You know, which... I mean, hell, you just adjust their ankles or whatever. Either one could be taller. I mean, they're the same size, obviously. Since they're basically the same mold. But man, oh man, the remolding on this is so extensive, as you can see, as well in robot mode, that... yeah, technically they're the same toy, but they really do not feel like the same toy. This is how you reuse a mold. This is great. This is not a simple repaint. This is an awesome retool, remold of this. Yeah, I mean, and they look great together, honestly. You know, I really like both of these figures quite a bit. Of course, I reviewed Ultra Magnus a while back. Yeah, I love these guys. Awesome figures. There, done with the comparisons. Now, we'll do a quick detallator, I suppose. That way you can really just get all of up close and personal with this guy here. He's like, that's what she said. Yeah, so... yeah, I mean, this just looks... just going to turn around for you on the legs. That way you can just really see what you're looking at here. And the back, whatever. But the sides and the front look absolutely great. We'll move up a little bit to like the chest region. I mean, that is just... looks freaking awesome. I really, really, really digging this figure. Which I know is pretty obvious from the way I'm talking about it. And then, of course, zoom in on that head. My head! Hey! It's like there's a head underneath a helmet or something like that. Anyway, he's got good heart, you know. Now, if it weren't for this helmet thing, he could look up and down. But obviously, the head rotates all the way around without one bit of issue, which is more than I can say for a lot of the larger Titan Returns figures, you know, with the helmet style head. So just zoom back out. I mean, this guy is just phenomenal. And of course, posability is going to be the same as Ultra Magnus. You know, he's got foot movement there. He's got knee bend, thigh rotation, universal ratchet joints there at the hips. No waist rotation. All the way around there. Shoulder in and out. Elbow bend. Elbow rotation. That's more or less it. But he's pretty damn posable. I mean, pretty much what you would expect. Now, there is One thing I really don't like about this figure, and this is carried over from Ultra Magnus, and that is his damned hands. They don't hold guns so well. Let me demonstrate. Okay, come on. And the fact that these pieces are beneath his hands makes him, yeah. You would think it would make him better at holding the gun since there's that ridge in there. But no, it really, see, because when you try to close the hand, yoink. Yeah, it's an issue, guys. It's an issue! Hold it. Hold the gun. Don't drop it. I'm surprised he's not dropping it, actually. That's good. Now, as far as which... Because what I'm going to do, obviously, is I'm going to give Magnus both of one of these guns, and Prime will have, you know, the other type, so each figure will have matching guns. Now, as far as which figure I'm giving which, I haven't really decided yet. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. One of them will get both, but I'll just show you what Prime looks like. Just because I have both of these guns handy, he can hold each of these. Come on, go in the slot. Ah, damn it. Go in the slot. Close the wrist. There we go. Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about the figure is his hands. Could be better. Oh, don't fall over. But Magnus had the same problem, so whatever. Yeah, but other than that, do I recommend this figure? Pfft, duh, of course I do. If you can get him for retail price, absolutely he is worth retail price. And he is trickling out to retail now. He's also, of course, available on the online retailers, Big Bad, Amazon, etc. You can get him for retail price. Don't pay above retail for this guy because he is, you know, fairly widely available. So, should you get this guy, if you like Optimus Prime, and you like Powermaster Optimus Prime, and you like the way this looks, yes, get it. This is a definite get, definite thumbs up. Another real win in leader class from our good buddies over at Hasbro. So that's pretty much going to wrap this up. If you did like what you see, as always, please thumbs up, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thanks a whole lot for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.